No, we are leaving now. We have already spoken. We have already spoken. We are leaving.
Leader to deal with, and not least in a country that's 4 times the size of the UK, with a population of over 200 million people. Nigeria's always been divided, but seemingly so in recent years, and it's a country with very strong ethnic identities, and those ethnic identities are coming to fore more strongly than the national identity. So analysts are saying the leaders are caught between a rock and a hard place. They can't afford to ignore calls for separatism to break away from the country. They must do something. But the crackdowns are really creating more support for this movement, ironically, Linda.
If you're an Igbo man living in Lagos, Abuja, anywhere, go home and build your house in peace. Wait a minute. My name is Kevin Black. You can call me Chief Amuneke. Listen carefully to understand my point before you make a comment. Ex-footballer, Nigerian footballer, Emenike said something that got everybody thinking and got somebody like me thinking, and I decided to come out here so that we can discuss it, have that conversation. In several occasions, a few buildings seen, not allegedly, destroyed in the name of it is being constructed along your drainage system, blah, 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 blah. This very particular one that came up yesterday that Emenike spoke about, he said that this place was formally approved by Lagos state government, and all of a sudden, this is brought down. That's not, I don't know much about the story. From where I saw it is written as allegedly. I don't know, but I just have a piece of advice for most people. First of all, the country we are in, there's nothing to hold on to. That you have this land, you have this house, where, especially where you are a stranger, we all claim to be one Nigeria, but we know what happens, especially when it involves politics and tribe. But in a real sense, best thing you can do for yourself, go home, build, develop your place. As I am now, I cannot make a comment based on politics. Because during the time of Obasanjo, we voted a lot of Yoruba people against even our Igbo brothers that year. But you can see the very first time somebody like me now came out and said, I want to vote for P2B, I cannot make a comment. That is to say that to some, you are not even welcome. You are not part of the country. If I make any comments because I'm displeased, maybe by the way the government is going, if I make one simple comment, the next thing you say is go back to your east. Go back. You think about it, and you think you are being rational. Go back to your east. What has going back to the east got to do with the Nigeria that belongs to everybody? This is a story for another day. The topic of this video is to tell my Igbo brothers that you have a choice to go to your Anambra, go to your Enugu, go to Ebonyi, go to your Imo State, go to anywhere. Build. It is cheaper. It is easier. Everything, you have all the advantages to build there. Forget, you may not get the whatever quick money everybody's making and stuff. If you have business here, it's fine. Stay on rent. Go back and develop. Because there's no security in whatever you're buying here. A lot of people are clouded by envy, jealousy and stuff. And we've seen these things happen. I'm not inciting any war, but it's not a bad comment to say, go home and build, develop your cities. Emenike, as big as it's been, crying. Imagine some people that are nobody. Who do you want to go to? Houses, people crying. You see, you watching your houses, they are bringing it down. No, if you come out and say anything, they tell you go home. Why don't you go to... I'm not a tribalistic person. The first set of people that I set up here, when I started content creating, the closest people I had were, 2 of them were Yoruba. Guys, they know what I'm saying. People that know me that time, they know. Most of my neighbors are Yoruba people. We don't ever have issues. We don't have issues. So if it's not about tribe. If you make any comments now against government, you are going to see like about 5 comments telling you go back to your east, Go back to your east. Go back to your east. Go back. If you click on those accounts, you realize that most of them are ghosts. You won't see their pictures. You won't see anything. I don't know who is mobilizing them and stuff. But you know, there's jealousy and envy that is being incited somewhere and mobilized to the internet, mobilized to the politics that does not favor the common man. The advice is very straightforward. Go back to your place. Stop building where you have no security that this is yours. It's a personal opinion. For those of you who say I cannot live here, maybe by chance we might have our own seaport, maybe in the east, and there will be no more stress, no more people trying to come and squeeze living in the name of where we will have access to buying things or shipment and all of that. Maybe if that happens, it's going to reduce it. Do your business. It's okay. Let me even clear some people that say there are people are trooping in Lagos here because somebody built it to the standard. Go to the localest. Is that English like that? Go to the localest place in Kogi State or in the north. Even that Bonu, you see Igbo man with a shop. Very local. Go to inside the dorm. You see Igbo man with shops. They have more shops in every part of the country. This message is particularly not for Yoruba of us. I'm advising and encouraging my brothers. Go back home. Invest your money wisely. Build where you have the security. You go and build in Enugu. You have your document, have everything. It's yours. So boy Kevin Black.
Namdi Kanu junior brother and the Jumato. This I'm shouting. If you know that you are really Biafra, you are not a saboteur Biafra. Be careful. As you know, say you don't attend, but be careful. Bible said, "Be ye as wise as serpent, but as harmless as dove." You see, it's a very wonderful applicative something. Applicative issue. It's very tough applicative issue for Namdi Kanu to come up and to say he won't defend himself. He may feel that the lawyers are not doing what they're supposed to do. Understand? He may feel that the lawyers are not doing what they're supposed to do. That is why he may come and defend himself. And look at it now. Ejumato is in Nigerian net. And Ejumato is the lead counsel right from onset. Apart from the time where that saboteur called himself Ifanye Jofo was there. And when Ifanye Jofo showed his real color, then Ejumato took over.
Well, Jofo won for himself and
Also coming.
yes, they did well.
Where they did well? How did they drop?
They don't know win. I'm kind of win.
Is he win that he's still there? Is he win before Ejumato came up and take the case by himself? What was the role they play? What was the role they play? How did they end up? Not how you started matters, but how do you end up? It's what matters. And now, as Ejumato is now in Nigerian net in the name of organization of protest. You and don't have the kind of, I think half case this coming this Friday. Ejumato cannot be able to be there. You understand? So Namdi Kanu have to take it up by himself. Now he's moving now as a one-man squad. He's moving now as a one-man squad, and they want to take the bull by the horn. So he understand why. He say, okay, let me come up and defend myself. Because he's the one that will wear the shoe. He's the one not where is spending him. He's the one they kidnap. You know people who kidnap him. He saw their face before they start torturing him. And the people he caught as witness are one of the so-called power brokers in Nigeria politics today. And they are the pregnant of Nigeria carry. All those people, he called their name. Wike, Uzodinma, Lagos State Governor, Sanwolu, Malami, Brutai, Danjuma, Brutai and Malami knew about his kidnapping. Because Malami came and told Nigeria that Namdi Kanu is the Nigerian net now. And Brutai was the chief army staff that time in the control of power. So all these people Namdi Kanu called, they are the pregnancy Nigeria carry that Nigeria cannot be able to deliver. They are part of the pregnancy. They are the part of pregnancy. That Nigeria cannot be able to deliver up to today. Because if people like Melami, who call himself San, and was Nigerian Attorney General, if he advised Buhari well, the implication of kidnapping Namdi Kanu, this case could not have been like this. This case could not have been like this. If Brutai not to bragging like Christopher Musa now, this case could not have been like this. Look at former chief of army staff, the one that came from Delta. I think somebody Rabo also. Rabo. If for that very period, he was chief of army staff. The brutality is lesser than Brutai own. I don't know why. I don't know because is it because his name is Brutai? Then all that time was brutality. I don't know. Because sometimes because then people answer affect their character, affect their emotion, affect them spiritually and physically. Brutai. And all the period he stayed as 8 years as a citizen was 4 years was completely brutality to Nigerians. Look at it. So, and these people like Wike bragging. Wike is the one that killed Igbos in rivers, massacred them in the name of IPOB, name of agitators. Now let Wike come. I think he can talk. Let him come and testify against Namdi Kanu or testify in favor of Namdi Kanu. All of them, let them come. Tiwa Danjuma. Not to this one, coming to court, this one is very late. You are supposed to appear in court and give us accountability of what happened to Ironsi. Not only Namdi Kanu. Give us the accountability on the northern agenda that put Nigeria where they are today. Northern agenda. The one step down. Let Ogundipe take over. You want to say no. Northern agenda. The one step down. Let the Colonel Adebayo, the then Midwestern governor, take over. He want to say no. Northern agenda. He should come and explain to us. Now, northern agenda. See what Plateau and Taraba are suffering now in the hand of Finaly herdsmen. Northern agenda. Okay. No more better. I cannot say this is his decision. He know more better. And he know that he can defend himself. And they have asked time to give him 30 days. I mean, 90 months, 90 days, which is 3 months, to prepare himself. Maybe, if Allah Ejimaka, they may release him by that time. Or if he come out, if he be alive or dead, nobody know. His fate, his life is in the hand of the authority now. And nobody can fight authority with gun and bullet and succeed. This is why Namdi Kanu following them, he's following them. And I said this thing, when Shawore are preparing this protest, I say those that are really indigenous people of Biafra should be careful. I said it in other platform. Those that really know that they are within Namdi Kanu fighting for Biafra should be careful. They may be the target. Thank God, this one are tear gas and the rest, not to tear gas and killing. It's not generated up to NSAS. If generated up to NSAS, maybe.
So you feel they must have been a setup.
Not actually set up. It's Sanwolu that organize it. Sanwolu organize it, maybe with a clean heart. But it will be an avenue for federal government to pick those that are segment of different agitation, Namdi Kanu junior brother and the Jumato. This I'm shouting. If you know that you are really Biafra, you are not a supporter of Biafra. Be careful. As you know, so you don't attend. But be careful. Bible said, "Be ye as wise as serpent, but as harmless as dove." So that any farm you do for and disappear. And that's what I'm saying. This is what it should be. But now look at it. Now it has been opportunity to lay hand and allow Yejimako because they feel allow Yejimako have been a thorn in their flesh in this Namdi Kanu case. Do you see it? But I pray that the young man, nothing will, the man, nothing will happen to him. I pray that God should be with him. He come out peacefully. Let it be peaceful release.
But do you think that this top politician, do you think they will honor this invite? Do you think they will honor the invite?
The people they invite?
The top politicians. Because you know, like for Sanwolu now, I think we'll be coming to talk as regards the NSAS because they said Namdi Kanu utterance, caused the killing that happened during the NSAS.
Let him come and testify. Let him go if he's sure. And if they did not come, then whatever they are accusing Namdi Kanu is babash. It doesn't hold ground. If someone who know that Namdi Kanu utterance is accused, let him come. They will know that the campaign he is campaigning, election, whether it's an abomination. Campaign during the election is campaigning. We let go over this abomination. And they come and testify where Namdi Kanu, any person Namdi Kanu say go and destroy or buy weapon to them or buy destructive instrument to that person. He will testify. So I feel they should go. But most of them don't agree to go because they may fear that Namdi Kanu may flog them or they may not know what they will answer. Like the former witnesses they call against Namdi Kanu. When they ask them question, I don't know. I wasn't aware. I don't know. I wasn't aware. They may fear that it will not happen again. And if they go, they may have implicate themselves more. They will implicate themselves. So most of them will not like to go. Or they may go. It's left for them also to decide. To decide.
If they open your eye, tell you the reason why people are being paid to bring down the Igbos, people are being sponsored to bring down Igbos, you go fair open my like this for like 5 minutes like this. They can tell you. See, ever since when they born you, sure you don't hear of made in Aba. You don't hear once Abi made in Aba. Alright. Now you don't hear made in Yoruba before. No. You don't ever hear made in Ekiti before. No. You don't ever hear made in Port Harcourt before or made in Urobo. No, made in Aba. Igbo people are so creative, bro. Igbo people are one of the tribes where we say, maybe for instance, say one kind of up for this country now, maybe say something like war or happen now. Igbo people, they get the brain to produce bombs, they go produce them. They are very talented, but they won't make sure say they kill the spirit for their body. They won't make sure say they're reluctant. You understand? They go make sure say they put spirits of weakness inside them. You understand? You see Igbo people now, Igbo people they won't try to remove themselves from this country. They don't want just even put body again. They just because now they're creative, but they kill the spirit for their body, bro. That Biafra where we say Igbo people they say they won't get. So maybe they just try to give them one day first. Maybe they use and give them. You go shock, you go fear. Igbo people. See me why they see for here. I be Robo boy. But I tell you the facts, say Igbo people. Now the government supposed even go meet now like this. Go they follow, they think of how they go fit it better this country. Now then.
Prominent leaders from the Yoruba and Igbo communities have convened in Lagos State for a high-level dialogue aimed at strengthening inter-ethnic unity and promoting peace ahead of Nigeria's 2027 general elections. The event, themed Igbo and Yoruba Way Forward, United We Stand, focused on changing negative narratives about ethnic relations, promoting inter-ethnic peace through comparative analysis of Igbo and Yoruba cultural values, and exploring cultural exchange and peace-building lessons. Speaking at the event, the public affairs analyst and convener, Reset Lagos PDP Adetokunbo Pes, emphasized that job and business opportunities should be based on skill and expertise, not tribe, and that equity and fairness be essential for peace in Nigeria.
We don't need a national convention because we had one in 2014. That national convention, which was promoted by Goodluck Jonathan, has made certain recommendations. Those recommendations will help Nigeria to be stronger. It will help for unity, equity, and fairness. And it will help not only the Igbo community, but it will help the whole of the country. But the Igbo community in particular, because it is the Igbo community that has been shortchanged more than anybody else. People say, oh, Igbos have never become president of Nigeria since 1999. It is very true. And there's no way an Igbo person or somebody from the Southeast can become president of Nigeria now unless we have constitutional review. And one of the recommendations of the constitutional review, which will make it possible, is one-term, 6-year rotational presidency.
We have been involved in the development of Lagos, and our involvement is only possible because the Yorubas welcomed the Igbo people so much. I have never seen a place where people are welcome than in this place. In here, we have our SND Igbos, and we do our cultural things. We do our iriji, we do our masquerade, and nobody harasses us. That is people at the peak of their hospitality and their welcomeness. And I applaud Yoruba people for that. The only problem we have here is the politicians. Politicians always find a way to use people in their own selfish interests.
We cannot afford the luxury of a constitutional conference now. That's the truth. The means are not there. Why not lift the suspension that the military placed over the 1963 Constitution to start with? If you lift that Constitution, then we now begin to review the components and begin to expand the content to come up with a document that you can relate with, a document that your children unborn can relate with as a constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. When we do that, there will be identity. There will be civilization. Because as it were now, Nigeria is not a civilized community. If in Lagos, we are still fighting over what does not belong to us, I'm not sure you understand what I just said. If in Lagos, we are fighting, the Igbo man is fighting with the Yoruba man is fighting with the Igbo man over land. The land that does not belong to them by the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
To the kind of intermarriage we have had in this part of the world, in this country, we're not allowed to separate. Who will even fight? Carry AK-47 to go and shoot somebody in the market. Do you know what is their mother? The bullet will fall down. So, but our children is, is really taking it the way we don't like it. And some adults are not helping matter. They are not helping. Can you imagine a whole general, speaking against the Igbo, who are his best friend. He is deceiving his children. The elderly one are deceiving us, the younger one. We, the younger ones, are even deceiving those following us. We don't want that deceit to cease. We don't want that